Hello guys and gals, I've got a really easy lesson for y'all today. This one's just going to be about electric and acoustic guitars, the parts that make them up, some of their differences, their similarities. And yeah, this is a really good video for somebody who is just starting off with their first guitar, or is maybe trying to figure out whether an electric or an acoustic guitar is the best fit for them. I hope this video is helpful for y'all. So the main difference with an electric guitar, or between an electric guitar and an acoustic guitar, is that an electric guitar has electrical components. That's what makes it electric. And then acoustic guitars nowadays are electroacoustic guitars, but generally if it's just a traditional acoustic guitar, then it has no electrical components. So the first thing to look at is that an electric guitar is going to have an output jack, which is where you'll connect it to an amp to actually get a loud sound. Next, I'll just stick with the electrical components first. Here we have the pickups. Here's the neck pickup and the bridge pickup, and here's the pickup selector switch. So these pickups are basically little microphones that pick up the sound of the vibrations of the strings whenever you pluck or strum it. Then down here we have the tone and volume controls. One set will be for the bridge pickup, and then the other set will be for the neck pickup. And yeah, so as we can see, the acoustic guitar does not have any of these components. No volume or tone knobs, no pickup selector switch, none of that. And so that is the main difference between acoustic and electric guitars. Where this electric guitar has these pickups, the acoustic guitar has a hollow body, which is what serves to amplify the sound of the strings whenever you strum or pluck them. Now those are, pretty much where they'll be different, and everything else they'll be pretty much the same. So here we have the bridge of the guitar. This here is the bridge of the electric guitar. Here's the bridge of the acoustic guitar. I already talked about the tone and volume controls, the pickup selector switch, the saddle. Here's the saddle on the electric guitar, and then here's the saddle, this white strip right here on the acoustic guitar. I already talked about pickups. The pick guard is just this black piece here on the electric guitar and here on the acoustic guitar. On both of them, it serves just to protect the guitar whenever you're using a pick to strum, just to keep you from scratching it up. Next here we have the body. This is another big difference between the two. So an electric guitar will have a solid body most of the time, whereas an acoustic guitar will have a hollow body. And the hollow body is what serves to help it amplify the sound of the strings. Let's see, here we have position markers, which are just these, actually we'll say here's the fretboard, this whole front part where we would place our fingers. The whole thing itself, including the fretboard and the back of it, is called the neck of the guitar. And so in referring to the fretboard, we're referring to this piece. Sometimes it's a different piece of wood that's placed on top of the neck of the guitar. And this is what we would call the fingerboard or the fretboard. The frets are both the little boxes, each of these boxes on the fretboard, and they are also these little metal strips. So these frets serve to divide up the fretboard, and then this is fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, 4, and so on. Next, you guys can also see these, they're called position markers. It is on fret 1, 3, 5. These are just helpful for like a quick glance to see where you are on the fretboard. They'll be a little different depending on the brand of the guitar. As we can see here on this electric guitar, it has position marker on the first and third frets, whereas here on the acoustic guitar it doesn't. It's not really an acoustic or electric guitar difference, it's more of just a brand difference in preference. Next, we have the nut. The nut is a pretty important part. The nut and the bridge are the two parts where the guitar strings connect with the guitar. So here at the bridge, you're making contact with the guitar, and then up here at the nut. Here we have the tuning pegs, the tuning keys, which you'll use to tune your guitar to loosen or tighten the tension between the strings. and they work the same on both the acoustic and electric. And then last thing is the guitar, which is where the tuning pegs are located on. So those are the parts of the electric and acoustic guitar. They're not terribly different, except just that the electric guitar has electrical components. Then one last difference that I get asked all the time is that, so for an electric guitar, usually the strings are a little bit thinner, whereas for an acoustic guitar, they're a little bit thicker. So that makes the acoustic guitar a little bit harder to play, just because the strings are a little bit thicker and you have to put down a little bit more effort in order to get the right note. Whereas with the electric guitar, the strings are a little bit thinner and they're easier to press down on. But other than that, the electrical components, they're pretty much the same. A G chord on an electric guitar will be the same as a G chord on an acoustic guitar. Thank y'all for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'll have a video up again for y'all soon. Thanks.